Here we go. We're going to watch it. Let's check it out real quick. Bellular talking about all the Dragonflight news. There's so much of it. I'm so excited.
Hey, well, there you have it. Dragonflight is releasing November 28th. 2 years and 1 week after Shadowlands. But there's actually some more to talk about because we've also learned what the content release schedule is going to be like, and also this lines up with a pretty prominent leak, so we might actually know even more. It's a pretty damn exciting time, but one that I think a lot of people will still be cautious of.
Yeah, go make your coffee. Don't worry about it.
Its issues. So I'll also break down the state of beta and testing for you today to address those fears, and you can understand what to expect. There's not much else to say in the release date. For years, WoW expansions have had remarkable timing, and this could tell us something. Legion came out August.
Yeah,
the
see, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is probably what we're going to get here on the East Coast. 6 p.m.
Legion came out August. BFA, August, 2 years later. Obviously, COVID did knock Shadowlands back a bit, but with that done, they're actually just back to their reliable 2-year expansion schedule. Now, this also could be seen to be things going to plan, and that would seem to back up Ian's statement that Dragonflight has got just as much development time as any other expansion would
they've been
have.
working on it, man.
He said that to allay fears of things being rushed or things being cut. Now, on the topic of things being cut, to be honest, I do have to wonder how much of Shadowlands got cut, because there's shit in that expansion that just does not line up.
Shit in that expansion.
But anyway, all things being good, we're actually back to schedule now, and let's hope that the new team of 100 developers that got added will also be able to bolster their content. Speaking of that, I'm actually planning a big content expansion. I'm planning to grow the team for the Warcraft channel, and a very cool new lore series that will be dropping pretty damn soon.
Ooh, I love lore series.
And if you'd like to back us up for doing that, and also get some dope loot, including this art special, oh boy, that we're running this month and next month, so you'll get both of those cards if you're in either of the months, then hit up our Patreon, links down below. There's only a few days left in this month, which is Priest Month, where you'll get the super sick Priest class card. It'll come with a stand so you can put it in your desk. Also, the Chimera pin, and some more art from the world that we're building. And also, here's a little sneak peek at next month's loot too. On the content front, podcasts are back. There's over 6 hours of deep lore content, most recently on the end of the universe and Neltharion. So a whole bunch on the Patreon if you want to support us just a little bit more. Link down below. Okay, let's get into the gruesome details. Season 1, here's the deal. December 13th, everything releases, other than LFR. That includes Mythic.
That's right. All at once is what I was saying, guys.
January
all at
3rd
once. We're getting the entire thing.
Are when the LFR
no time getting the raid.
Of course, if you're in the EU, then I just gave you the US dates. Add 1 day to that, and that's the EU release date. Wild. And also, Mythic is cross-faction from the start, which will no doubt be lovely for loads of groups of friends. Now, there is a caveat there. If you want to be eligible for the Hall of Fame, then 16 out of 20 players need to be in the same guild and faction. Now, also, with Mythic releasing on the same day as Normal and Heroic, this actually means that Mythic Plus Dungeons, which also release on that day, will have no loot cap whatsoever. And of course, that's also when the PvP season starts. So man, this sure is a Blizzard that is more comfortable with change. And on the Mythic Plus front, they've confirmed that Inspiring and Necrotic are gone. That's good. They'll announce a new affix soon, so let's hope that it's not one that just
I hated that
like
affix.
A random pain in the balls. So 2 weeks is what you'll have between launch and the start of all of this content. Now, leveling won't be super hard. I think like most
2 weeks to level up.
WoW expansions, the leveling up to the new cap doesn't take a crazy amount of time. Now, there is, the sort of system where things are a bit more freed up on your alts, and there are loads of actually pretty damn good side quests in this expansion, so you should be able to level up doing the main stuff in your main, and then actually just enjoy the side content, where actually a lot of the good stories are. You can do that if you're leveling your alt up. And those will be an interesting 2 weeks as well. That's when a lot of players like myself will be doing the Mythic Zero World Tour, which will include all 8 of the new dungeon, dungeon
Nice.
in the expansion.
Yes.
Of course, when the Mythic Plus season starts, then
Mythic Plus season will start when the
4
raid drops.
Dragonflight dungeons, and then 4 dungeons from the games past that have got Mythic Plus added to them. With Blizzard doing that, knowing that it will be a bit weird at the start, but also knowing that they want Season 2 to have a completely different dungeon pool to what Season 1 had. And I guess that is a goal that I can get behind. Also, professions.
I think they should have just
They
made it
will be
all
more
new
important
dungeons
than
the first
ever in
season.
this expansion,
And then
which
started
honestly I
splitting.
think is just fantastic. I really like the profession redesign, and that does mean that in that 2 weeks there'll be really just a big old hunk of video game to bite into. Yeah, some
there's
Christmas
gonna be so
raiding
much
may
to do,
occur.
so much
I
to
think,
play.
look, if
Good
your
morning,
guild
Matty Ice.
is just saying like raid over Christmas or you'll be kicked, man, you deserve better. That's just assholery. I know that it's like there's a bit of friction there, and that does suck, but to be honest, I think for the vast majority of players, I mean, this is one of the few holidays that we get. I wouldn't mind just being cozy, playing the game, to be honest. So, yeah,
I can't
there's
wait.
that. Want to talk
Gotta
about
take
the
off
leak?
of work.
I think we should talk about the leak.
The leak? What leak?
Remember this? Well, this leak came out
yeah.
just before Blizz announced
That's
the Wrath
right.
Classic stuff, and it was right about that. We can now also see that it matched.
Oh, hold on. It was exactly right. November 28th. Global launch. What does it say about Oh my god. It says Sam is right here. It says Sam is right if the leak is still correct. October 25th.
Right about that. We can now
Pre-patch.
also see that it matches the release date for the
Sam is
expansion.
just
So per this
hitting
leak,
at 100%.
pre-patch is October 25th. Just shy of a month away from now. Of course, we know from the test builds that it will have some catch-up gear, the Old Man Dungeon.
Yep, that's been leaked for a
and
while.
these
Yeah, and when I saw it, and based on everything that's been happening, I keep saying that leak is right,
They're
man.
going to be themed
The leak
after
is
the
right.
4 different elements, and we'll see us defend some classic Azeroth zones. So there you go. And it is kind of crazy because to me it doesn't feel like there's been a content drought, because I just played a bunch of content that I hadn't played before. Now, yeah, one part of that's because I actually hadn't played those Mega Dungeons in Mythic Plus mode. But look, still, unlike past WoW expansions, Season 4 has actually given us shit to do. There hasn't been, you know, just a period of time where, you know, the final season is done and then there's just that, like, 5 months that's completely dry. No.
Will Sam get the
like,
first
it
raid
wasn't a
booth at the
content
first raid?
tsunami,
Oh, yeah.
But it certainly
I'm
was
gonna get the
not
first
a
boot for
content
sure.
drought
First boot
because of
loop.
Season 4. And then, of course, loads of us are playing Wrath Classic now as well. So overall, yeah, that's been pretty sweet. And another nice thing has happened, and that is that, to capitalize
Yeah, we
on
talked
all
about
this
this
good
with
news,
the boost.
Blizzard are bringing
Amraz, you trying to take my moment away from me? You said you could argue that I've seen these leaks and that's why I already know? No.
a squad of evokers.
The leak saw me.
But
That's what happened.
because the leak tells us the pre-patch, that does mean that the XP boost will last from the 4th of October to the 25th of October. Now, leveling is already super quick, so I think this would be a great thing to make use of to avoid, well, I guess not having the ults you want. But also, do remember that when the pre-patch comes out, level 50 to 60 will be a part of Chromie time, so you'll be able to do it anywhere, not just Shadowlands. So, there's that. I don't want to do Shadowlands again. I can't take any more Shadowlands.
I'm done with Shadowlands too.
Okay.
To be completely honest with you guys.
Also, Morozond.
I've run this way too
I
many
just
times.
wanted to point out that, you know, they've led all their marketing with Alex Straza so far, but the thumbnail of the YouTube video for the announcement, release date announcement trailer, it's got Morozond on it.
Hey, was it
I don't know why
Morozond's
that
voice?
got me so animated.
Was it his
I have
voice
been
in the
listening
chat?
to
Maybe.
a lot of Gamma Ray, and I've drank nothing but coffee today, so maybe I do just have the jitters. So yeah, for the people who get motion sick because for some reason my head bobs all over the place
My
when
bad, do
I
not
talk.
banish me, my Lich.
Sorry, it was probably even
forgiven.
worse this time around. But anyway, Morozond. A lot of us have been suspecting that, well, it wasn't Morozond. It was, is it Nozdormu or Nozdormu? I always get him slightly wrong. Sorry
I always
about
say
that.
Nozdormu.
Anyway, he was on the thumbnail. A lot of us think that he will turn into Morozond, the one which I can reliably pronounce during this expansion, which I think could be pretty damn impactful, actually. And if you want to understand more of why I think that, there's a lore video that me and Jared actually did a whole big podcast going super deep into that. That's on our Patreon. YouTube members, you guys can also access it. And sort of based on a few things in that discussion, I then made that video. So watch that video. You'll find out more. Maybe listen to the podcast. But yeah, you know, just he's in the expansion.
Yeah,
They featured
of
him
course.
prominently in this marketing, and it just
I think
makes
it's
you
his voice. Now
okay,
that I think about
when
it, it's
is
probably
Marzon
his
going to
voice.
show up? That's
Talking.
one thing you
Remember
might
I was
be
saying, whose
wondering.
voice
But
is
I
that?
know one thing that everyone's been wondering is, yeah, but is it too soon?
It's not too soon.
Are we screwed?
It's not.
And that's a funny
telling
one.
you guys,
To be
it's
honest
ready.
with you, I don't think we're screwed. I don't.
I agree.
Look, by this stage in BFA, there was alarm bells everywhere.
This video's pretty fucking long, actually.
There were narrative
Shit.
alarm bells.
We should have
game
pulled.
design alarm bells. It was just alarm bells. By this stage in Shadowlands, it was a funny thing of, you know, okay, the first few weeks will be good, but
Right.
there's going to be issues. Covenants, those are a big problem. And
Yeah.
look, most of the things that we talked about before Shadowlands, you know, we said they would be a problem. They ended up being a problem. Is there
There's
any
none of that this
similar
time.
such drama for
None.
this expansion?
None. Because there's no added
No?
systems.
No, I mean, look, I know that really might, like, that might come off as a disappointment because it's fun to be riled up, but no. There seriously is no crazy
ready.
big drama. Now, yes, there's
It's
some
ready.
quibbles here and there and things like that. Look, the waters
7
may
minutes
get
to
a
watch a
little bit
45-minute
choppy,
video.
but if Dragonflight was to be mildly choppy waters, the previous two expansions were launching while the little radar thing is showing multiple torpedoes heading for the boat. I guess that's a weird analogy, but honestly, that is my analogy. Good. Good. And I know, saying good in the context of WoW, it might feel weird. We're not used to that. We're always used to there being a but, aren't we? Always used to thinking, yeah, but we're standing in ice, and at any point it could crack and I could fall into the deep, dark, horrible water. There you go. Overall, it's pretty damn good news. And what a busy few months it's going to be. You know that we have announced that our game's coming out in 2022, and we haven't announced that that's not going to happen. So, you know, you
Right.
can maybe infer into that what you will. So, honestly, on the game studio stuff, it's going awesome. I'm actually let's just say I'm editing stuff. Over
You
the
keep
weekend.
doing that, Bellular. Keep doing it.
Yeah, we have some cool stuff.
Servers are
going
gonna
on
crash
there.
as usual on the first
Obviously,
day.
I can't really announce anything to you.
Maybe.
Because,
I
we
kinda
are
feel
working
like
with
the,
publisher. We're not self-publishing, so
The launches of
you
classics
know,
have
we
kind of
gotta be
shown
a
that
good
they
team
might be
player
able to
with the
handle more
publisher,
than
right?
they used to.
But it's just really exciting. I mean, obviously, with 2022 being the plan, you can perhaps infer roughly where we are. And I'm just really happy with things. So that's like incredibly exciting. Wrath Classic stuff, that's also really exciting.
Wrath Classic has been
we've
popping
had
off.
2 new members join the team. One on the game side, working on QA and a few other things. One on, I guess, actually between both, really. This should be pretty cool. She should be like the intersection of everything that we do. She'll be working a whole bunch on Patreon. So
Very nice.
things will be, just better and better and better managed there. And of course, as I said towards the top of the video, we've
That's
got
good
a big
for him.
new
Good for
lore
Bellular. He's
series
growing.
dropping soon. And to be honest with you guys, I am... For personal reasons, I had a tremendously shitty 2.5 years that honestly, totally, it fucking turned my brain into scrambled eggs. And someday I will talk about it. There was definitely some pretty scary and horrible times. I do appear
been
to
a
be
rough
through
year,
all of
I
those
think, for a
now.
lot of people.
And to be
with
honest,
the pandemic and
these
everything
last,
that's
2
happened.
weeks, these are the first weeks in years that I've actually felt like who I remember myself being, which is a nice feeling again, funny enough.
For sure.
But I guess it just means like
We're all
right
ready
now, man, I am
to take off our masks
all
and
gas,
fly
no
some
brakes.
dragons.
Let's
Man.
fucking go. So that's why I
Yes.
want to expand the team. I want to start doing shit because god damn it, the whole mission of what we do here is make cool shit. You know?
Good. We'll keep watching your
Like
cool
that's
shit.
anytime you see sponsors in our videos, like yeah, I'm trying to make the money come in. Almost none of it
NordVPN.
goes to me. It goes into new things. If
Awesome.
profitability went up massively, I would immediately be like, okay, can we afford
I mean, Bellular's
There's the
just talking about
news.
personal stuff here.
Let me know what you think about it.
For sure.
These are interesting times. Of course,
Great
if you'd
video.
like to get any of that
Love
sick,
it.
delicious loot, you can check out our Patreon, which
That's right.
is in the link down below. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow for the live stream, Saturday for the regularly scheduled news, and there's cool shit coming after that. Have a good one.
Thank you, Bellular.
Hey, what?
What? He didn't edit out himself getting up there.
After that, have a good one.
Well,
Hey,
look at
what?
that was a he's never done that before. Okay.